All right, have and have not fans. Yes, it feels good to say that title because feels like it's been a few days since I've done a have and have not video because the Oval and Sisters is looming, as well as talking Greenleaf and Ambitions. But I got a comment that I want to put on the screen now in reference to one of my Derrick videos, and it was pretty strong. How dare they take the only good man on the show and make him into a monster? And to play Veronica's advocate, aka Devil's Advocate, I can kind of get where you're coming from, but it's been something that's almost like an unspoken rule since day one of the haves and the have nots, and that's everyone has secrets, everyone has skeletons in the closet, and people who appear good in their first appearance usually has some of the more darkest secrets to hide, and when they become revealed, that's when you kind of look at them in a different way. But I think Derrick is definitely a character of redemption, and I've been preaching this for the longest time. Check out my lion tattoo playlist. There are all the Derrick videos there. Trust and believe. I've already said a lot that I honestly don't feel the need to repeat here because I know some people be like, dude, you're just talking in circles. Shut up, this is my channel. But in any case, if you are new, I hope you take a moment to hit that subscribe button. That way we can get closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers. And also check out the links in my description below to check out my social media. Nothing like plugging in my own reasons to get more people to join the channel after I told you to shut up, right? But in any case, I think Derrick's story is one that really needs to be told. I mean, to be honest, if you want to talk about a monster, and look, and I say this with care whenever I bring up the subject of Hannah's assault by Derrick when she was younger, I'm not trying to say that one is necessarily better than the other, but I mean, she didn't, in the comments, she did say the only good man because she did make reference to the likes of like Jim and David and Justin, and pretty much male and female characters are all dirty on this show. I think the only Hannah is more, I think her biggest quote unquote crime, if you will, is being a hypocrite. But going back to like what Derrick did to Hannah, I think one of the worst cases we've seen on the show, and I still stand in the look. I know this is something that happened way back in season 2, which is now titled season 1, but I still call it season 2. I still say that Melissa took advantage of Jeffrey. I'm not going to use the R word due to demonetization, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that Melissa, took advantage of Jeffrey when they did it for the first time. I still stand by that. Then I think one of the more recent cases was what Jim did to Gia after he called her up to, well, they met at the hotel room, and he pretty much let it be known that, hey, I know everything about you, that you were sent here by the DA, and he literally forced himself on her. Catherine is a different case, so to speak, with her, Rocky, and Broderick. That was her really abusing her power. So, but I guess you could say with Jim and Gia, and with Melissa and Jeffrey, they physically, like, pushed themselves onto, Jeffrey and Gia, Jim with Gia and Melissa with Jeffrey. Derrick, I think his story definitely needs to be told. And again, I'm not downplaying what he did, but to actually see a man who regretted something he did in his younger days to where he is now and what he's like, well, I don't think we've ever gotten an age, but I'm going to assume like, mid to late 40s or early 50s. And, he's a changed man who, became saved. He has a family, he lost his wife, and he's just trying to do good in the third quarter of his life. So I really think that Derrick's story needs to be told. I can definitely get the frustration. You meet a character, it's like, oh, Hannah's finally going to be happy. But then you find out he's the man that's been haunting her memories ever since she was young and, gave her the devil that was Candace, and she had to deal with her all by herself. So, you know what? Good comment. I think everyone is a bit of a monster in this show, but I do think Derrick's story is actually really good, and I can't wait to see where it's going to go. So with that being said, it was fun to do another haves and have not video for the first time in a while. You all know the drill. If I get any news or if you come across anything, hit me up on social media. Probably the best place is DM me on Instagram or tweet me on Twitter, and I'll do a video. If the news is actually something worth doing a video on, we probably won't get a trailer, or at the very least like a little teaser bumper like, hey, the haves and have nots returns this date until December of this year. So with the Oval and Sisters, I guess you could say, over the next couple of weeks, as well as the month of November. Just expect way more Greenleaf because the mid-season finale is coming up early November. Then, of course, we're going to be talking the Oval, Sisters, and Ambitions when that returns. So, with that being said, guys, please hit subscribe. We should be on route to hit 93,000 by the end of this week. And, yeah, we'll just keep on pushing forward.